Jessica Loren, a rookie cop on her first assignment, is assigned to work the final shift at a police station before it closes forever. Her mother urges her not to take the job because her father, also a police officer, was slain in the line of duty. Loren returns for duty after assuring her mother, and her commanding officer Cohen gives her a quick tour, explaining that a HAZMAT team will be there to collect difficult-to-dispose-of evidence and that she is not permitted to leave her post. Before leaving, he provides Loren with his phone number in case of an emergency. Loren becomes bored and almost falls asleep, but she awakens when she hears a knock on the door. She doesn't see anyone at the door, but she does come across a homeless man in the corridor who urinates on the floor and refuses to leave. Loren forces him outside, and he walks away. She also receives a series of emergency calls from Monica, who claims to have been kidnapped by a cult. The police dispatcher verifies that all emergency calls have been redirected to the new station. She continues to hear unusual noises and discovers an open rear door. She discovers the homeless man dumping stuff on the floor in a storage area. She arrests him and brings him to a holding cell, where the door slams suddenly and locks behind her. The lights go out, a bloody figure appears at the doorway window, and she drops her flashlight. Unknown person pulls it up and insults her. When the lights are turned back on, the door opens and no one is there. Loren is even more disturbed when she notices chairs and doors moving on their own, ghostly shapes, and voices singing. Loren meets Marigold, a loiterer, who tells her that she was in a cell when the police brought in an infamous cult led by the charismatic John Michael Payman. Marigold claims that the public has been told that the cult was killed at their home, however, they committed suicide 1 year ago at the station. Marigold then walks away, humming the melody Loren had heard earlier. Further paranormal incidents at the station show that the cult worships Paimon, the king of hell. Payman promised to return and ruin everything when a fellow officer, Ryan Price, arrives at the station. Loren accuses him of organizing the events as a hazing ritual. He asserts, perplexed, that he has come to check on her since he served with her father. Price confirms that the deadly cult has been arrested alive and informs her that her father, who was killed capturing them, would be proud of her. Loren notices a bullet wound in the back of his head as he walks away, and he vanishes. Loren contacts Cohen and says she can't continue her shift after seeing many visions of the cultists and their victims, but she repents when he threatens to fire her. Loren is informed by the dispatcher that Monica was the final victim of Payman's cult and died over a year ago. Loren is kidnapped by a Payman cult member who then commits suicide in front of her. Loren tries to flee, however the glass does not shatter when he is shot. Her deceased father encourages her and demands retribution for his killing, and when she returns to the holding cell, she finds the homeless man hanging. Her father calls again, this time to alert her that cult members are attacking the station, and she kills them. Cohen shoots her from behind as she finishes the last one. In a moment of clarity, she realizes that she has murdered the entire HAZMAT team. Loren is accosted by the ghosts of Payman and his cultists as she dies from her wounds,